Hello, hello. This is Mystic Storm here to clear the path to a new life with you. I hope you're doing well. This is for my Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Wherever you have Gemini, third house, Mercury placements, this could be for you, all right? Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, okay, to the channel. Say what's up in the comments, all right? So we're going to get into these messages. These are some shadow messages. What does your shadow want to relate to you? So just take a few deep breaths to sink into the energy of the reading. Spirit, ancestors, guys, please give us the clearest messages for Gemini's highest good. What do they need to know right now? What does their shadow want to relay? Hmm. Okay. So your shadow wants to fully express itself. There is some feelings that you are hiding. This could be you're hiding from someone, like your true feelings, or you just feel like you can never be fully honest or transparent with people. You may try to avoid conflict, okay? Um, they're wanting me to, I know which one I want to flow with, but they're wanting me to go with the first one. So it's, I have to let you go to find myself. Okay. So with the, I have to let you go to find myself. You could, yeah, you could be avoiding a connection because since you try to avoid conflict so much, there could be a lack of boundaries because you want to keep certain people around and things like that, and you could be afraid of rejection. You can have a rejection or an abandonment wound. So with that, it's like your your shadow is trying to get you out of some spaces and places, or just to distance yourself so you can hear it more, or that part of you more, because you need to be able to express yourself fully and authentically. It doesn't have to be crash out. It really doesn't. It can be calm, it can be reserved, it can be stern, and you standing on it, right? So there could be a sense of where you want to express yourself, but part of you isn't really ready to fully step into that because you feel like if you set these boundaries, you're just going to fold because of how you feel, your feelings, your true feelings. I looked up and it was 2:44 on the timer. Okay, so yeah, this could be in regards like your choices and the stability of a relationship. I got this ink spot. I was over there writing. I didn't even notice that. So there could be like, see how easy that was to kind of rub off. If there's a conflict, if there's an issue, you might be afraid that the damage is already done. And it's funny, it's on my middle finger. You might be saying like, you might think somebody gonna be like, fuck you. But you see how smooth that went over, and how calm, and I addressed it. You know, the old me would have been like, oh my god, I have to pause, I have to start all over, like, uh, But hey, it is what it is, and yeah, it might be some, I might have to get off a little bit more, but I mean that comes with time. But just imagine if I just left it there. This It could grow, it could fester. This could be how your feelings are evolving. And it's funny that it was black ink and we're talking about the shadow self. So the shadow's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's gonna be people are gonna reflect what it is what your shadow needs to express, and then that's how become a crash out. You have to express yourself before the crash out even starts percolating. Okay. So I talked about the darkness with the ink spot. And it's funny. I'm thinking about the tea leaf oracle. It's an ink spot card in here. It's problems to be resolved. It's gonna be resolved, But anyway, it says it's dark without you. So expressing yourself, and it's funny that my throat chakra is getting caught up. Expressing yourself doesn't necessarily always have to be boundaries, okay? It doesn't always have to be boundaries. Just expressing yourself creatively. And if you aren't expressing yourself creatively, you might be looking for others to motivate There ain't nothing wrong with that one. Motivating or to fuel. That was the first word that came to my mind. But to fuel your creation. Spirit is reminding me, like, I said what I said. Don't try to sugarcoat that shit, because that's not what I'm trying to say. So if it's fueling that, though, because that's the flame, right? Um, you need to maybe work with fire, like candles, but also like that internal flame, to connect to that internal flame within you. And if you aren't operating from your internal flame, it's the darkness is only going to grow and fester. Like, you're always going to seek something outside of you. And this is how you could, this now, come on, I'm just saying, this shadow self, right? You know, don't shoot the messenger, but this was coming up. All right, this is giving energy vampire vibes. 555. When I looked at the timer, something needs to change about that. You might be seeking out other people's energy to fill you up. It's also, we, community connection is needed, and sometimes we get so low that we do need that. But if you become dependent on that, and if that is your only source, okay, that becomes an issue. Okay, that becomes an issue. So we got, don't put up with my BS. Okay, so your shadow could how can I say this? Because I'm seeing it two different ways. Like, your shadow is like, yeah, I'm growing. Don't put up with this. Talk to me. Address it. Right? You're gonna have this inner dialogue within yourself, right, to figure out, okay, if your shadow want to cut up and crash out, like, you don't have to put up with that. You need to talk to your shadow and be like, okay, what is it that you really want to express? Because you might have an issue expressing yourself because you don't know what to say or how to say it, right? So getting to know yourself more and having those conversations with yourself is going to help you actually have the conversations you need with other people, right? And then, this is self-sabotaging behavior. Don't put up with my BS, because you might come off as passive aggressive, or you might be covert in some areas where it's very subtle, but it hits the person. It's still, it's like jabs. It's still an attack, right? So you might be self sabotaging the connection because of your slick, sly, uh, passive aggressive, subtle jabs, behavior. Okay, avoidant. This can be an avoidant behavior too, or anxious, because you could be. You may not know how to express yourself in a way that isn't overbearing, right? So, and then that's like, I wish I could be fully honest with you. It's you just don't know what to say and how to say it. So it's funny that Gemini rules communication and the mind and all that stuff. You're Gemini, third house, all that. So it's a lot of times, especially for my Gemini sons. Okay, anywhere. Just because you have those aspects in your chart doesn't mean that you're gonna be the best at communication, right? There's a spectrum always. Okay, so yeah, interesting. We gonna get into it. Get into some tarot. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe. That was a deep flow with that. I loved it though. We gonna get into this tarot. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's pretty much confirming everything that I was talking about. But until you start being more intentional with your words and speaking up for yourself, and actually, you might be very indecisive. Should I do this? Should I do that? It's trial and error. It's trial and error. And the indecision is causing a lack of confidence within self, which makes you be untrustworthy. That's the word that I heard. People probably can't trust you. You can't trust yourself. So it's like, I wish I could be fully honest with you. I wish I can be fully honest with myself. Okay? And just pick something. It's just a learning lesson. You might be afraid to you're afraid of conflict, afraid of the tough lessons of life. It's you're moving out of fear instead of moving with intention and confidence in whatever choices you make, because it's always going to lead you back to home, back to self. That's what we're here for, to learn and grow and evolve, ultimately to evolve. But you have to first be aware of the patterns and the cycles within in order for you to actually make the changes and actually put action towards it. Yeah, you might know it, but you might still be doing things physically to self sabotage. You might not even know it either, because it's subconsciously, it's a habit. So mindfulness is definitely a big deal here. So I'm gonna show the cards. I'm just gonna flow with it, and then yeah, but with the Ace of Wands, new beginnings and you taking action and expressing yourself is here, right? But first, so how you can take that action, if you become indecisive, it's okay to analyze, but you're gonna have to know when enough is enough and just pick an answer and be confident in it. Be confident in it. And hey, even if you aren't that confident in it, make the choice, learn the lesson, and reflect on how you can show up better next time, right? And be honest with yourself, so that way you can be honest with others. Speak up for yourself. Don't Your voice matters, okay? So just keep all of that in mind, all right? We're gonna do the work your life. We're gonna do the work your life. You're already doing it. Spirit is like, yes, this needed to be said, but know that you are already on the right path. Okay, you're already doing it. Okay, stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. This is just a part of the journey. You might have to walk over some rocks or move some stuff away in order. It's just a challenge. It's just maybe just a little bump in the road, but you already doing it. This isn't stopping all the growth and wisdom that you've already acquired. You're good. You're already doing it. All right. I love to see it. All right, we're gonna get into the final message, Gemini. Again, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, and we're gonna get into it. Spirit, ancestors, guides. What is the final message for Gemini? What do they need to know? Send them on their way. Wow. Cause I got confidence. Cause I worked hard for this. Working on my working on me. Giving everything I need. Okay? Confidence. Come on. That's turning that mother of sticks in reverse into upright. Come on. It says divine confidence is completely different from the vibrato of ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Ashe. I love this. And it's funny how I talked about the internal flame, right? And the mother of sticks is in reverse, but then at the end we have Ace of Sticks, Ace of Wands, that internal flame. That internal flame, one. You're getting that. You're cultivating that. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be boisterous. It's a gentle force that is undeniable. Okay? So please fill me with your confidence, oh love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Ashe. Ashe, Gemini. I'm sending y'all so much love. Again, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.